A new WWE signing is a priority hire for Triple H. We have an update on Sasha Banks' New Japan Pro Wrestling debut, and another former SmackDown star returning ? Could it be? Find out more in soon. That was a seamless intro, wasn't it, Fraser?
It was another professional intro.
Another seamless thing is I'm going to ask you to name every single returnee under the Triple H era.
Right, okay.
Go!
Here we go. So we've had Dexter Lumis, we've had Johnny Gargano, we've had Hit Row, we've had Tegan Knox, we've had Damage Control, if we include them as one whole body. We've got Karrion Kross. We've got Bronson Reed.
There's definitely more. There's definitely more.
There's got to be more.
But it looks like there's going to be more, and that's because of a report from Fightful Select, Andrew Zarian, of the Mat Men Radio, all that sort of things. Isn't that right, Frazier?
Yeah, well, he's speaking on Fightful Select, Andrew Zarian. They're saying that a priority, someone that's already back, was a priority hire for Triple H, saying, of course, about Bronson Reed, who returned just this past week.
To a great muted applause, which has been, I guess, the state of play with these returns from the NXT days, coming to the main roster with no sort of like, here's who this is, here's why they're important, here's why they're good. But we'll get there with Bronson Reed, I think. I think he's one of those people,
over
especially
time,
because he's that big and he's got that much of a massive tsunami about him.
The Splash had a decent reaction.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that got a decent, whoa. It was just the sort of, I guess, the way that when he entered the ring and just pulled the Dexter down, it was sort of like, who?
I quite like it, because it's an old-fashioned tandem, isn't it? The chicken poo heel and their big-bodied body.
Yeah, and he's a hitman for hire. But he was supposedly, as Andrew Zarian said, a priority hire. Was interested in signing him to a deal back in mid-August, but Bronson continued to work for New Japan until October. They were told that New Japan wanted to keep Bronson Reed. I'm not surprised. They got a clean win over Okada.
Yeah.
You would assume that they'd want to build him up for Wrestle Kingdom. But no, he decided to come back to WWE.
Yeah, and if you want to see 5 things that Bronson Reed wants to send to hell regarding the professional wrestling, we did one during lockdown just after he got released initially. He's a lovely, lovely fella. But moving on now, we have more backstage details on Bronson's return. This comes from Fightful Select once again, who are saying the return was not telegraphed internally on the WWE run sheets, which is good news, Fraser, because the run sheets often leak to Fightful Select and places like that, and they get spoiled.
Yeah, it seems like for the past 4 or 5 months, every time a return's going to happen, Sean Ross Sapp will tweet the eyes and then be like, this person's coming back soon, and then like 2 hours later it's like, they're back.
I like surprises in wrestling, so I'm glad the run sheets, because we had, who was it debuting, but in the place it was Nikki Cross versus Doudrop on the run sheet, and then somebody came back instead. I can't remember who it was. It wasn't too long ago. There's been lots of returns, as Fraser's outlined earlier. But talent had gained word that Bronson Reed would be returning to the company. Another source had told us just before Raw that it wasn't an accident that Bronson hadn't wrestled for the last couple of months. Reed stayed active on social media, publicly pitching Wrestle Kingdom matches to throw the audience off his trail. What a sneaky villain.
Very devious of him. I mean, of course that's going to throw us off the trail, because again, clean win over Okada. Who's he going to face at Wrestle Kingdom? It's the big question. Who's it going to be? But I'm excited for all the potential matchups that he could have in WWE. I think him versus Karrion Kross, Drew McIntyre.
Any big man.
Just Big E if he comes back.
I think potentially him and Miz are in for a tag team run on Monday Night Raw initially. Just, get his legs, his big juicy legs under the table. Aren't they like a couple of ribs? I don't know. William Regal does it better, doesn't he? But after a tag team run, I think there's definitely at least a sort of US title picture upwards candidate there with Bronson Reed.
Him versus Gunther on the Intercontinental side. That would be very tasty. But he's into a contract, and he's completely done with New Japan Pro Wrestling, unless of course WWE decides, you know what, let's open that forbidden door, or the forbidden window.
Well, Carl Anderson is the forbidden bridge.
Will
Bronson Reed straddle Carl Anderson going from the WWE to New Japan Pro Wrestling?
That is quite an image.
It's a lot of
on a Wednesday morning.
A lot of stress on Carl Anderson there. Can he hold it up? I don't know. Probably. He's a strong boy. Anyway, speaking of New Japan Pro Wrestling, now we have an update on Sasha Banks, who is as we're sat here right now. She's there. She's in Japan. She is with Tubman. I assume she's with Tubman on a tandem bicycle. That would be incredible. Riding through the river paths of Japan. That's our former editor, Richard Tubman, who is now living in Japan for at least a year, maybe longer, who goes down the river paths on his bicycle. It's a beautiful, beautiful journey, and I hope Sasha Banks and him meet up at some point and have a nice wee meal. But PW Insider saying that Sasha Banks is currently en route to Japan, is expected to arrive as in tomorrow, as in today, just now, to be in advance for her appearance at the Tokyo Dome, which is
just still crazy to talk about.
Yeah. PW Insider continue their report saying they broke the report several weeks ago that Sasha Banks Mercedes was going to New Japan to appear at Wrestle Kingdom, and the card will currently feature the IWGP Women's Championship match between Kairi and Tam Nakano, but Venado is expected to at least make a cameo. I reckon we're in a situation where she could, after that match is finished, challenge the person who won to the net, because Jack was saying there's like, you get the Wrestle Kingdom on the 4th, then there's a bit more at the end of the month or something like that.
Yeah, so then they've got the way that, so there's New Japan Wrestle Kingdom start. You've got New Year's Dash.
That's the night after.
That's the night after, and then there's a new event at the end of the month, which is likely where it's going to take place. As I think, as you said there, and Jack has mentioned before. I think we'll get her sitting in the crowd, like at TakeOver.
Do you reckon?
No, she'll stand with a ticket, like a SmackDown versus Raw cutscene. Just I've got the ticket, I'm here. No, I think she'll challenge whoever it is, come to the ring, maybe attack them, establish herself as a heel.
Yeah, but PW Insider are confirming that Sasha Mercedes Venado will be in Japan for the next several weeks prior to the event. I assume we'll get lots of TikToks of her training. The King's Road style,
which will make it very subtle as to where she is. They'll not telegraph it at all.
I know that's all Japan before you go to the comments. I just she's
you're
been
the
training different styles, hasn't she?
Yeah, she has.
Been doing all of the styles.
She was in Mexico recently, so Japan. She's going to beat up some young boys like she did, like Minoru Suzuki does.
Shoot her. Yeah. She's coming for you. Yeah. Now, some strange goings on have happened on Twitter this week. That's not a weird thing to say, but in terms of this thing, I can't believe this is real. I still don't think it's real, because NXT Superstar Edris Enofe, part of the tag team of Edris Enofe and Malik Blade, fantastic set of boys. Edris is your party boy. Malik has the sweater of his deceased father, which was destroyed by Come Tuesday. That's the storyline of NXT.
Wow.
It's a heart-wrenching tale. Yeah. But Edris took to Twitter earlier this week with a little video where he's got the stencil of a WWE logo for a tattoo on his tit of the WWE logo. Now, I don't think it's real, because I've got a passing interest in tattoos.
You do,
Believe it or not, I did a video about CM Punk's tattoo last year. I just don't have the balls to get one, because I realise after
want one here
6 months, I don't like that anymore.
Yeah.
We can't take you know what I mean.
We should get semi-permanent ones.
just to stick on ones.
Just rub it off.
Anyway, I reckon it was fake because they didn't look like there was any ink in the needle, and the tattoo artist, who I assume was professional, didn't have his gloves on. That's a no-no. But
however, have you seen the video that they posted on Twitter last night?
Tell us about it, Fraser.
Oh my God. So he posted another video last night, and he sort of did a reveal, and he brings the shirt up, and you see a little bit of his
It looks too solid to be pen.
It looks, but also at the same time, it looks very Sharpie-like. He's just scribbled it on. But I think he's going to regret it. And he did follow up on Twitter by saying, not going to lie, can he regret it now?
I hope this is just a big troll to try and get some eyes on him. I think it's a great way to do it. I think it could go one of two ways. Either everyone now thinks he's a blithering idiot, or he's going to go, haha, got you.
Yeah. But I mean, as he said, he kind of regrets it, but that's getting the tattoo is not the thing he regrets. He says he regrets not getting it sooner.
It's a troll.
What?
It's a troll. There's got to be.
Oh, yeah, it's working.
This is like when Moxley left the WWE. Is it real? Is it not real?
Is it real? It's a work. It's a shoot. But he's planning on getting an NXT tattoo on his neck for his birthday. Just like Cody Rhodes. Just... The logo will have changed 3 times.
I tell you, Edris Enofe with his Edris elbow, as he likes to call it.
I love that.
What a fantastic mover it is. Name. He is a mad boy. I hope that Malik can keep him in check somewhat. But we have news now of another SmackDown or ex-SmackDown superstar potentially returning ? Because Eva Marie, who when the Fiend was rumoured to be coming back, when the White Rabbit stuff was rampant, we should say, across the interwebs, she was going, if I make this shot into a bin with whatever she was throwing, I'm going to come back and be part of his thing or something like that. I can't quite remember what the story was. But she's been quite rife this year, going like, I got released, but I'm going to come back and ruin all your lives. And she's done it again, hasn't she? Because she's added WWE Superstar to her Twitter bio, fueling continued rumours, because there was something else this week, wasn't there,
Yeah,
Fraser?
not only that, well, Sean Ross Sapp tweeted earlier this week, it doesn't look like the returns are done for now, or something to that effect. And she liked that tweet, and then Sean Ross Sapp screenshotted her like of that tweet to make sure that everyone could see that she'd liked that tweet.
Just for numbers, isn't it? Just Twitter numbers. He knows what he's doing, SRS.
He's got a game. He's playing it. But I don't see where she would fit in right now.
Are you joking? The heat Eva Marie gets. Nobody else is capable of getting that heat.
She does get the heat.
Is she as good as the rest of the lady wrestlers? I would say nowhere near.
No.
But can she garner more reaction than most of the other lady wrestlers? I would say probably. Is it for the right reasons? No, it's not. Do I think she should return? No, I don't.
No. So I'm glad we got there in the end.
All bases have been covered.
You covered every. Yeah, you're never wrong in this instance. But I'm not. If she comes back, good for her. She's come back to the WWE. She clearly enjoys it enough to want to come back. Yeah. But we will have to wait and see.
And to be fair, when she was paired with Doudrop initially, and she was like the poo house, just taking all the credit for Doudrop's work. She of course named Doudrop as a sort of like, oh, I'm looking down on you. You look like a Doudrop. Whatever a dewdrop is. It's got potential if they do it stuff like that, but if they're going to try and have her wrestle like Okada or something like that, I don't think it will work.
I would love to see a match between Okada and Eva Marie. That's the dream match.
That's the end note for this video. We've just made everyone sick and unsubscribe from Cultaholic Wrestling. Merry Christmas, everybody. It's nearly here.
It is. Oh my God, it is nearly Christmas.
It's end the video. I don't know, but we'll be back soon for more. I'm a professional. Love you, bye. Oh God, that's not mine, is it?
Kiss.
Toodle pip.
Yeah.